What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Tricia, but I know you already know that. As you can tell from today's title and thumbnail, this video I'm going to be showing you how to make your own subscribe button green screen. So if you are interested in learning how to do that so that you don't have to search for ones already created, go ahead and stay tuned. Alright, you guys, so for this we are going to be using Keynote. So you want to open that and just go ahead and get a new document. I always start off with the plain white presentation screen and then just clear everything off of it just to make it simple and easy. You can choose any one, I think. I just always go to that one. So just go ahead and take everything off. On the background color, it needs to be green. Green, or you can also do blue as well. I always do green. It just kind of depends on what I put onto the screen. So after you change the color to green, just go ahead and create your text of what you want your button to be. Or this could be anything. It can be a like button. It can be comment. Whatever you want to do. I'm just going to show you a subscribe one today. So you just go ahead and click on the text button. And you can change the font to whatever you want. I like to use a bolder font when I do this and just make it bigger. Now you have to remember when doing the sizing of your button, you want to keep in mind the actual place where you're going to put it. So if you're going to put it over something where you kind of need to see the background, don't make it so big. But if it's just something that you just want to have, then make it bigger. So you can go ahead and change the font, change the style, color, and everything like that. So here I am just going in and just playing with the text a little bit. And then just also changing the text color. Okay, and then remember, you can pick one of those ones that's on the box already, or you can click the color wheel and it will give you whatever color you're trying to get to. So the closer you move into the circle, the lighter the color gets. The further away you move, the darker it gets. So I just settled on this one, which is almost like a hot pink kind of color. And then if you go back under text and then hit the little settings button, you can change you can add the outline. So you can go ahead and make the color of the outline whatever color you want, and then the width of the outline, and then the actual style of the line that goes around the outline. Okay, and then you can also add a shadow, which I said in my last video, I typically always go with the drop shadow. So here I'm just going to adjust the sizing of the shadow. And then I'm going to offset it a little bit to make it appear darker to me. And it kind of makes it move a little bit. And then the opacity kind of, to me, just makes it a little bit more blurry and lighter, faint looking. I don't really know. And then this angle button, you just turn that around and you can pick the direction of the shadow. And then again, text background, you can automatically pick something that goes behind there. Any color you want, but I'm going to show you something different that I'm going to do today. Okay, so now you just kind of decide where you want to place it. You can see, you can move it, that's dead middle. You can move it over to any of the bottom thirds, upper thirds, however you want to do it. This is how you just click on it and drag it over. I just kind of wanted it in the middle. So now I'm just going to open up the shapes and get this square. And I'm going to fit my subscribe inside of that square. Okay, so just opening it up just so my text couldn't fit in there. And you'll see my text went behind it. But you just click on the arrange button and hit the front button and it comes back to the front. So just still adjusting a little bit more, because I am going to also put my channel name in there. So just wanted to try to figure out the spacing first. So you can also change the color of that shape. So any shape that you pick, you can always change the color on it. Pretty much everything you do in Keynote, you can change the color on it. So I just went with a white, and I'm just going to edit it a little bit so that my subscribe can pop off of the white. So I'm just going to change the color of the outline. And I'm also going to put a line around this button just so it kind of stands out a little bit more. And again, you can change the color for that and also the width of the border. And of course the shadow. Shadows go on everything. They just make everything stand off it makes it just pop out a little bit more. Don't look so flat. Alright, so now I'm just going to just adjust my subscribe text so it just pops out a little bit more. Alright, so now that I have the two items that I like and I want to set them like that, you have to go, if you go into lock, it's going to just lock it fixed on the page. But that is not what you want, not at this point. So just go back. I'm going to undo the lock. And you actually want to go into the Arrange tab, and then at the bottom you're going to, you got to highlight everything again, and then at the bottom you'll hit the Group button. So what that does is just, that ties those items together, and you can move them together. They don't get locked onto the screen. Okay? So pay attention to the lock and the group button. So now I'm just going to go ahead again and add my text. This is where I say I'm going to put my channel name. And I had a different idea in mind for my channel name, but you'll see I changed it completely. So it just kind of gives you freedom. You can change. Everything is easy to change as you go. Just find a nice font. And again, you just play with the text the best way that you like it. Okay, so right here I did want to show you that you do have other color options when it comes to the text. Just click on that gradient fill, and then it'll let you choose two colors. So one of them is going to be the color that's going to be at the top of the text, and the other one is going to be the color that's at the bottom, and it just kind of blends them out together. So you do have that option as well, and I think you can do that. I don't know if it's only on the text, so I can't remember right now, but that is another cool option to have. You can also put an image behind the text if you just select the image fill or something like that, it says. Okay, so I decided that instead of having just my channel name right there, I was going to actually put the YouTube logo button right there. So here I am just going to Safari and downloading the YouTube logo. And again, in Keynote, you don't have to really worry about PNGs because you can take the background off of anything in Keynote. So I'm just going to pick one and then go back to Keynote and just go ahead and insert it in, and then I'll place it. So this image actually was already had the background removed, so I didn't have to do the instant alpha on there. So now I'm just resizing it to fit inside of my little rectangle there that I created. And now I'm just going to adjust everything inside of there. Okay, so here's where I decided to change the direction in which I was going with my channel name. So I am just going to make this box bigger and then just move the subscribe text up a little bit and then just add my channel name to the bottom. I kind of wanted to have it in the front, but I wasn't feeling it right now. So I just decided to make the box bigger. So just went in and ungrouped it. Remember, I had to ungroup all of it. And then move the button. And then place the new text down at the bottom. And I like that idea better. So now I'm just going to make sure I go in and get the text outline color and shadow the way that I like it. All right, so I feel like this button is pretty much done. I didn't really need to do too much to it. I mean, you can get really extravagant, but we didn't need to. So now we're going to go ahead and click on the animate button. And the first one we're going to do is the build in. Now for the build in, the action and the build out button, those are all how the button moves on the screen. So the build in is how it appears on the screen. The action is what it's doing while it's on the screen. And then the build out is how it leaves the screen. So there are many options there. You just kind of go through them and find which combination you like better. I like to do the build in, action, and build out. You don't necessarily have to. Sometimes I just do a build in and a build out. But yeah, that's what you do. And then once you get them set to how you like it, you want to go ahead and preview everything and just make sure it looks okay. And then also, when you do the build order, I like to have them following one behind the other so that they're not either all going at the same time or not all waiting for something else to happen. So that's the first one. So it's fine on click, and then after build 1, and then after build 2. Okay, so once you get the order the way that you like it, you just want to go ahead and save it. You will need to go to export and then movie and then save it like that. If you don't hit the movie, it's going to save it as a picture. Okay? So now just title it and go ahead and save it wherever you like. And then we are going to go into iMovie. Okay, so for the purpose of this video, I did just go ahead and add a background picture. So you're going to take your green screen and insert it into iMovie. So let me just open it back up. All right, so now you're going to place your green screen wherever you want it to be in your video. I'm just going to do here, and then you want to go into where it says cutaway and change that to green/blue screen. And just look at it again. I am trimming this down because sometimes, because I don't mess with the speed or anything in iMovie, because I kind of need to see how it plays on my video. I trim it down so that it doesn't take so long to play. And then you make sure it plays how you like it. Okay, so now what I'm doing here is I'm stopping it where it first starts to come in, because now I'm going to add audio, which iMovie already has preset sound effects, which I pretty much use. You can download anything from the internet, but I just use what's already here. So I add a sound effect to where the button comes in, when it does this little animation on the screen, and when it leaves out. And I actually added 2 of them when it leaves out, from the start of the last little build out to the end of the build out. And you just kind of go through these, pick what you like. Okay, so we're done, and mine came out like this. And that is the end. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.